Hi everyone, Arcandy here. I've recently come up with a new setup for the dreaded Drogyga Skip diffusionless. My initial explanation was somewhat lacking, so I hope to fix that with this video. This method will become incredibly consistent once you've had a bit of practice with it. While this pseudo shot is somewhat lenient when you do have the diffusion beam thanks to the extended range from the additional explosions, without it, you only have your standard beams to rely on and only two very specific angles will work. And they're not very lenient. So up until this point, even those who were consistent at the diffusion method and know everything that needs to be done to get this pseudo shot are having a lot of trouble. Basically, you'd have to instantly flick your analog stick into the correct angle 4 times in a row. You might get lucky with 4 hits in less than 10 shots, or waste a lot of time with over 50 shots. Lots of runs were dying at this point. The world record seemed like a dream. That's where this method comes in. First, you'll want to rebind your right analog stick to function as the left stick. Normally, the right stick aiming does nothing. So find your button mapping settings in the switch menu and change, and then go into the control stick settings to apply change the left stick on the right stick on. Once that's done, go back and you can optionally assign one of your side D-pads to function as the shooting button. Normally, the left D-pad is reserved for the minimap expanding, and the right D-pad is reserved for the pulse radar, neither of which will be used during the run. So once you're done, click done. Let's go back. So what this does is we're now able to aim and move around using the right analog stick as well as the left stick. However, the left stick input always overrides the rebound stick. See how I'm fixing this aim to the top left? I'm now moving the right stick, but nothing is happening. So the left stick always overrides. This means that as long as you're inputting anything with the left stick, the right stick's input is completely ignored by the system. As a side effect, there's a very low chance of doing accidental inputs throughout your runs. Maybe you can see now how this is gonna go. We first need to find the correct angle with the right stick, and then hold it in that angle to preserve it for the 4 shots, while doing the rest of the work with the left stick. So others have by now found various visual cues to find the angle. My preferred method is to stand on the ledge of this platform and aim at the left corner of the recharge station's activation pad, which I believe Carter Free came up with, or similar methods using the statue outline or these 2 dots in different positions. So this is my preferred method. It feels pretty natural doing this in a run. But yeah, do try different methods and see what feels best for you. So now you'll have to do your best to hold this angle. I grip the controller in this way, basically firmly gripping my right hand around the controller and kind of loosening my grip from the left hand. You know, basically it's only my right hand holding the controller, pretty much. This works for me, but once again, try different things and do whatever feels best to you. Anyway, let me get that angled again. Once you have the angles set, it's time to perform the DT slide and get those pseudo shots through. Since you're holding the right stick partially to the left, you're also going to automatically move to the left as long as the left stick is unused. So you only really need to use the left stick to move away from the wall and turn around. But you can use it for the entirety of the motion as well if you prefer. The final setup is as follows. Move away from the wall enough that you can slide into it, perform the slide, turn around, and then let go of the left stick to get your aim from the right stick. Your grip on the right stick will automatically do the final turnaround, and all you have to do now is to fire the shot. That looked pretty easy, right? This might feel only slightly more consistent than the standard method until you get some practice, but I assure you this will become incredibly consistent. Rebinding the D-pads to shooting lets you focus your right hand only on holding the correct angle and do the rest of the work with the left hand. One last thing to note, timing. Even if you're holding the correct angle, firing your shots at the wrong time will still not hit. You want to fire your shots on this frame when Samus is visibly leaning onto the wall. Fire too early and the shots will go to the right. Fire too late and they will just not clip through at this angle. That's it for this video. With this tech, you should now be able to completely destroy Drog Skip practically on your first attempt. Good luck practicing this, and congrats on your new PB!